What's going on, MSFers? Doolem here, back here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the return of Captain Britain Shards. That's right, we've got some interesting information regarding that. We're also going to be talking about some last-minute Cosmic Crucible defense changes before the trial starts today at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we're also going to be talking about what you should be doing with your power cores regarding the level cap increase, and the answer might surprise you. But first, I wanted to talk about Falcon Joaquin. So a lot of people have been asking what his ISO 8 class is going to be and what they should T4. So let's go over it really quickly. So his basic, absolutely do not T4 it. It's just extra damage, and it's not that important, honestly. You'll see the one right before it is apply speed up to self and all liberty. That's super important, but that's not a T4, so that's awesome. The special is going to apply safeguard for 2 turns to self and all liberty allies. Also, it's damage, so I would absolutely do the special. This would be the least important T4 out of the 3, though. For the ultimate, I would say absolutely do this one because, obviously generating 2 ability energy for self and all liberty allies is super good. A little bit extra damage is okay as well, but it's not that great. And then the passive is an absolute must. I would say do the passive first and then probably do the ult, then the special. For the passive, in war on spawn, apply taunt for 2 turns to all enemies and gain 500% extra focus for this action. And then in war, enemies cannot fill speed bar for themselves, allies, or enemies until this character takes a turn. So this is kind of like a Howard the Duck passive that we talked about. So this is going to be essentially Captain Britain before he takes a turn. So it stops Super Scroll, it stops a lot of things. It doesn't stop Mephisto, though, because remember, Mephisto is speed, just like Night Stalkers with Man-Thing are. But those are going to be the 3 T4s. I would say the passive is most important, then the ult, then the special. Don't bother with the basic. And then for ISO 8 class, we are going to be doing Raider because he does AoE with his special and his ultimate. So Raider is going to be the way to go with Joaquin. Now, let's get into some Cosmic Crucible changes now that I've had time to sleep on it and I've had time to reflect a little bit. You can also see my bracket here. We've got Johnny, El Patron, Groot, Hot Bandito, Flo, Guilty. Some people I recognize here, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, last minute changes, so everything stayed the same in 1 and 2. In 3, I decided to take out Black Knight. I want to use him for offense for potential one-shots against Odin teams, as well as if people are putting Kahori in room 3, I want to have that option of having Black Knight. Plus, on offense, we don't really need a double pre-taunt anymore like we did in CC32 because Kahori's not having that ult turn 1, then basic, then ult, then basic. So she's just going to ult once because the room rules changed a little bit. It's only 2 energy less for ultimates instead of 4. So I threw in Cap Sam in here because he's still going to ult turn 1, and his ult is going to be on a 3-turn cooldown, I believe. And he's going to give extra speed to Pav and to Thanos Endgame, which is pretty interesting. So that could be interesting. Plus, Cap Sam's pretty large, so that's cool. And then we changed up room 5 as well. I ended up taking out Nightcrawler. Again, I want to use Nightcrawler on offense. And then we ended up putting in Morgan Le Fay as our villain. So Morgan Le Fay gives 50% health boost to Rogue, who's going to be getting a reflexive taunt what's either Shadow King or Forge drop below 50% life. So having that extra 50% health will be really imperative to keeping her alive a lot longer, especially because she does not have new stats. I wouldn't recommend putting on like reds if you're strapped for DPCs or putting on diamonds or anything like that. You can see I didn't even put on purple ISO. It's not needed. Same thing with Rogue. Just don't even bother with G19. She's just there for the passive, honestly. I just have a lot of G19 gear, but if you're strapped for Mystic gear, don't even bother. Next up, let's talk about the level cap increase. A lot of people have been kind of shocked by the advice I gave in my Starjammers video saying you should stop coring energy. And I truly mean that, and I have stopped coring energy, except for when there is an event running. So right now, we have the In Love and War or Earn Cupid's Bows, and all this good stuff. So here, or in Cupid's Arrow here. So we have to spend campaign energy to get that. So I am coring campaign energy for the 50s. But I am not doing anything else. I'm only doing it when an event is running. And that's because we are getting so much experience from these milestones. So we have like, what, 2,000 here. And then what I've already claimed is 2,500 total, 3,000, 3,500, 4,500, 5,500. That's 7,000 XP that I claimed just from this milestone that's running for a week. Now, 7,000 XP is roughly about just under 1/6 of a level because it takes 44,000 to rank up. But remember, every single week in Cosmic Crucible, we are getting 10,000 XP. And now that is gone, actually, which is absolutely crazy. I did not know they were taking this out. I am actually going to bring this to the devs to see if this is a mistake, because this was imperative to reaching level 105 super quickly. So I'm genuinely curious to see if this is a mistake. I didn't know this was taken out. So wow, this could be a big problem. I didn't know this was a thing. If this stays gone, you might want to core it, but honestly, still don't, because you're not going to have the gold for level 105 milestone. Trust me. You don't have the gold. I thought I had the gold. I don't have the gold. Plus, you don't have the yellows to fill out these red stars that you're going to be getting. So my goal is going to be getting probably just to the 5th red here, and then I'll be happy there, because I'm assuming the yellows are going to be gone for a very long time, because Omega Red Phoenix Force is an epic character. And then once the reds are available, I have plenty of dark promotion credits to take him up anyway, so I really don't need to get a jump on it ahead of time. So I'm not pushing for this milestone anymore, and I am saving all my cores for the Star Jammers, because I really do believe that the Star Jammers are going to be a unofficial Stargate to Professor X. I think Lilandra is going to be Stargated behind Professor X. Or Professor X is going to be Stargated behind Lilandra. And that is going to, in turn, make Havoc and Howard the Duck become a Stargate to unlock Professor X, because having a higher Havoc and a higher Howard the Duck is going to unlock you Lilandra faster. So I think, because obviously we have 10 weeks to unlock Lilandra, everybody will do that. But if, you know, Professor X comes out in week 4, week 5, and you do not have a Lilandra that is big enough or enough stars, you might not be able to unlock Professor X. Now, that is a 100% speculation and something I do not know the answer to as of right now, but it is something that I feel very strongly about. Plus, they're a Cosmic Crucible team. We always want to go all in on a Cosmic Crucible team, and guess what? They're going to finally counter that Odin Illuminati that everybody has been struggling with for the past, what, 7 months now? Yeah, 7 months now. Captain Britain came out in July. And speaking of Captain Britain, we've got some data mines. That's right, I data mine sometimes. I don't do it myself. I rely on others to do it, like Boylon. Thanks, Boylon. I appreciate you, buddy. So we have an addition to the data mines here as of 5:16 p.m. yesterday, I believe, talking about Captain Britain rerun, Captain Britain Shard, Teal Gold, Captain Britain Power Up, Epic Protector Pack, and then Isles Champion Boost Up, and then something about DPCs here as well. But the first 3 are regarding shards. So it looks like shards are coming back for Captain Britain. Now, I don't know if this is offers or not, because when it says pack, that kind of sounds like an offer to me. And then like power up, because that's a lot of wording, and boost up, that's a lot of wording that they use in offers. But normally when offers come back, they're also releasing free-to-play shards as well. Maybe like in an event store, because we do have the 7th anniversary coming up relatively soon. And I think it would be some amazing goodwill to give some Captain Britain shards, because I know a good buddy of mine who's in my alliance is 8 shards short of a 5th star on him. So I know a lot of people are probably right on that cusp of getting to that next star level on him. And let's face it, he came out in July of last year. He's 7 to 8 months old now. He needs to start being a little bit looser on being released for everybody, especially if they're releasing the counter to them now. I feel like they should start letting the floodgates out on Captain Britain, because, again, Starjammers are about to come out and counter that team really hard. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Some incredible information. We got Joaquin, ISO 8, and T4s. Captain Britain data mines, my CC defense updated very slightly. We've also got why you should stop coring, campaign, and ISO 8 energy unless there is an event running. And I'm also going to see if that is a bug or not, that the XP was removed from Cosmic Crucible. Check the description or a pinned comment down below, and it will be there if I have the answer. If not, check back later. But until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, MSFers.